Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another video. So today, I'm tying feather trebles, and this is not a tutorial. I just want to make a video and see if you guys want to come along, watch me as I tie this feather treble. I'm gonna to be tying it on a 4/0. I think that's a 4. It might be a 2/0, but I'll be tying it for this guy. As you can see, he's old and chewed up, and I wanted to make him look newer, so I'm just gonna change out this back treble with this red one here. And yeah, I'm gonna tie it for it a feather treble. Now let's get started. Go. Little camel work here. So like I said, this is not a tutorial, just tying a feather treble, and I want to bring you guys along. Now, if you guys have any questions, leave me in the comments about what I'm using, or want to know what I'm using as such, and I will get to the comments. First feather. Now, I'm not putting a lot of feathers on here, it's just enough to give it some details. There we go. Now, this is just a simple vise setup. I don't really have like a expensive one, so bear with me. A lot of this is kind of self-taught and DIY. Alright, now we need some flash. I'm using a Krystal Flash Pearl by whiteriver. Guys want to see. So all these things I've purchased from Sportsman Warehouse. All these tools and the feathers and the flash is from Sportsman Warehouse. No, I mean, I've gotten maybe one or two things from Bass Pro too, but you can order most of these things on Amazon. It won't hurt. But if you wanted to know, and this is the white feathers I'm using is this right here. You guys wanted to know. So there we go. So we got our flash here. As you can see, it's just a pearl with some so what I'm gonna do here is take it, I'm gonna bend it halfway, and then I'm gonna cut it right there at the halfway point. Turn it to 4 strands. Okay, so now you have 4 strands in hand. See, now I'm just gonna lay them. Well, I'm gonna bend it halfway again. Another halfway. Then I'm gonna, whoops. Okay. A lot of off-camera shots, excuse me. But yeah, so I'm just gonna lay it on either side. And once you start wrapping, they will sit rather nicely. Like I said, I'm no pro. This is just self-taught and doing things that I think is right. Watch a lot of videos on YouTube. Maybe not enough videos, but as you can see, add a little flashing or flash to your treble here, and that's all I'm gonna do. Just put a little feather and a little flash and just make sure it's tight, and then that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. If you want to be a little bit more symmetrical or even, then you could pick and choose where you want to lay your feathers and lay down your you want to lay down your flash. But me, since this is just a quick DIY and I'm pretty new at this, now I'm just gonna three, 4, and come on, 5. Okay. Pull it tight. Snip it off. And there we go. And that is the finish tied. Oh, what kind of bear right there. But we could always just smooth some of the feathers over, as you can see. And most people would trim it. Depends on how long you want it. But this, I think, is good enough because this is about 4.5, 5-inch head and spook. It's called a chug and spook. But I think that would be perfect on there. And that's a huge hook. I'll need to change out that black nickel hook right here. So put 2 red ones, matches the red head. As you can see, yeah, man, I'll bang this thing up against shorelines, rocks. Yeah. But yep, change it out right there. I'll need to add a little bit of, what am I doing? Add some super glue, or I've seen a lot of people use UV epoxy glue, but I don't, it's too expensive. I can't really do all that right now, so I'm just using this super glue right here. Super glue permanent brush bond, etc. But yeah, basically the UV epoxy, they put it on just like this with a brush, and then they just flash a little UV light on it. And for my purposes, I don't really think I want to go into those things yet. Like I said, a little too expensive for me. So right now it's just at home messing around. But yeah, hope you guys get a good look at that. Same here, we're just gonna let it dry just a little bit before I put it onto put it on the lure. You guys want to see some other stuff I've already done? I've tied one for this guy. Whoa, a lot of excess there. Oh, you know why it looks like that? Because this already came with a pretty used up feather treble. So this was a bought in store feather treble, and I've used this so much that the feathers were already breaking off. So I just kind of threw a little bit, as you can see, the focus. So you can see some of the feathers look a little older. See, the top ones are a little bit whiter. So you can see where I just added it in. That's why you see a lot of that overlay right there. So all those white spots on that red dot right there, those is just places where I couldn't get the scissors in to cut it. But basically just, oh, there you go. That's like, you see how right here it's really white, and then down here it's kind of dirty white. And that's where I laid on the new feathers and the new flash. And see the bottom's the older. But try to breathe new life into this old used hook. And this is a rapula. It's like a green silver side rapula jerkbait. And then another one I got is, I did this one for this old popper I've had. This thing is a killer. Early morning, late evenings on the California Delta. Yeah, this guy's been chewed up, as you can see. He's hit rocks. He's been stuck in trees. He's I mean, I was like, well, why don't you just buy new lures? Like, because these are tried and true, and I just can't get rid of them. So I mean, I don't want to get rid of them. So, you know, like, you guys can just see that he's been eaten up by bass and stripers, as you guys can see there. A lot of flaking from the I think it's a lot of flaking from the super glue, but I mean, it'll work. It soaks in, and then as it touches water, I guess it will just continue flaking off until it's done. But for right now, it serves its purpose. And then last but not least, this guy. You won't guess that it's not feather. I stole some hair from my daughter's Barbie doll and wanted to see how doll hair would stand up to bass abuse. So that's it's a little bit there. But this is a Heddens, our spook puppy, and the all white. This guy's pretty small. It's like maybe 2 inches. But yeah, you know, spring, early spring, summertime's coming. Top water is gonna be hot, so getting ready. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Check out some of my other videos. I know I haven't been uploading a lot, but there's a lot going on right now, you know. Coronavirus, got my family. I'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, check back in with me and have a good day. You're watching the fishing experience, and it's all about the experience.